Today we're going to be doing a flawless everyday makeup look. So let's get started. So the first thing I do is prep my base. This is it's from the brand Cali. It is like almost like Aquaphor. It has like the same kind of consistency. If you have really dry skin, this is going to make sure that your skin looks really flawless. Especially if you use it under the eyes, you will not have any dryness. For the first step, we're going to do our brows. I like to use this brow gel from Milk Makeup. Use powder to fill in my brows, but this is a tinted brow gel and I feel like it makes filling in my eyebrows so much easier. So I pretty much just brush it through my brows until I build up a nice consistency, and then I'll just brush it out, and then later I'll clean it up with a bit of concealer. I do not like to use a foundation for every day. What I use is this skin tint serum. It's really nice, and it also has like a really nice coverage. It's honestly so similar to a foundation. I like to go in with a brush first. I think this gets like the most even amount of coverage. So after that's blended, I'll go in with a beauty blender. Now that that's all blended out, I'm gonna go in with concealer. So for concealer, under my eye, I see a lot of people just apply their concealer like this. But if you want to have a really glam, full coverage concealer, you really need to just apply completely under your eye. So I'm going to do that on both sides. And then I also like to put concealer on my chin, down my nose, and in the middle of my forehead. This is really going to brighten. I'm going to take another concealer for the spots that I have, like blemishes that need a little bit of extra coverage. This one is like more my skin tone, so it's perfect to cover up blemishes. Same thing for my under eye. I like to use a brush to blend it out. This allows you to have really good control of where you're putting your product. And also a sponge really soaks up a lot of product, and it can leave your under eye looking really patchy or not as full coverage. I even take some on my lid just to get rid of any discoloration. And this is one of my favorite brushes for the under eye. I had a lot of difficulty finding like a good under eye brush. This one is from BK and it is A506. I'm going to use the same brush to blend out the rest of my concealer. Now we're all blended, and this is why I like using a skin tint and like a lot of concealer, because it kind of balances out to have a really perfect coverage. So the next thing I like to do is contour. I really like these ones from e.l.f. I just feel like they blend really nice, and they're just like so quick and easy to apply. I hate products that you just have to spend forever blending out, so these ones blend out really quick. I will just take a brush and blend it out. For me, I really just like blending out creams with brushes. I think they do the best job, and it's a lot faster than a beauty blender. For my nose, I'll take a smaller brush to get a really precise blend. And then after that, I'll go back with my concealer brush and just tap down the center of my nose and a little bit on the sides to really clean up the contour. So after that, I will use a cream blush. I really like using creams and powders, but if you're looking to cut down your makeup application time, I would honestly just choose the powder. I feel like powder is really what's gonna stay all day. I will switch up my blush kind of just depending on what I'm in the mood for, but usually I will always kind of bring it into my under eye so it looks more natural, almost like you're just naturally flushed instead of just like a very specific blush placement. So my last step before I set my face, I will just take a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand and a little brush and just take a little bit of product and clean up underneath my eyebrows. Now I'm gonna set with powder. I feel like loose powders are just so messy. And it's like really easy to kind of go overboard and your skin just ends up looking like super dry. So pressed powder is a really good way to set your makeup, but also leaves you with like a very skin-like finish instead of like a super powdery finish. The next step would be to use some powder bronzer. And this is basically to kind of just bring back some dimension to our face. And I love a good bronzy look. For really quick and easy eyeshadow, I'll just take an eyeshadow brush and apply some bronzer onto my lid. And I'll do the same to the bottom. I'll go over my nose to add a little bit more dimension as well. Next thing is going in with a powder blush. This is really going to help your blush stay on all day. So then moving on to mascara. I recommend using a waterproof mascara. For me, that's like the only thing that keeps my lashes up. But the last thing is our lips. Usually I change up my lip kind of just to whatever I'm in the mood for that day, but my go-to is usually like a nude pinky lip liner and some lip gloss. And then I'm just gonna go over it with some gloss. And usually I'll just throw these in my purse if I need any touch-ups throughout the day. So this is the final makeup look. It was really easy, quick and fast to do this, but I still feel really cute, really glam, and it's perfect for every day. So thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to like, and I'll see you guys next time.